day. From NRG.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not a... An easy one to hold on to. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, 45 yards. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him.
They'll they'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Colts send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. $13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Texans will take. The Colts come to the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a give up the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, look at the juke. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman. In the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. Kenny Pickett, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a handoff running through the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now they're in the hurry up. They'll set up to throw.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll go again with Kelly.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
He'll take this to the 46.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Colts.
Michael Pittman.
46 yards. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. Now Kelly running left. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming out.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Does the big boy have the juice? And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texan. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Kelly. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Again, it's Kelly. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They run up the gut with Kelly, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll give up the middle to Kelly.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And quickly they get to the line. A give. This is Kelly. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Indianapolis, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. Along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit. As this game goes on.
Tua to throw right away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His first. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line, 1 yard away.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
So his great start to the season continues.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. Here, 49 yards. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. 30, 10, 5, touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Indy. 6. Yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Algier. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Colts to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Touchdown, Colts! A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. And again, it's Tagovailoa. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, pretty happy with what you're seeing. If you're the defensive coordinator,
you're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything that'll help slow them down.
Searching for answers. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brooks. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 76 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that. Back out there. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first half.
Ready. Yellow. 22.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin in the state of Texas, an AFC South matchup between Jacksonville and Houston. And that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top.
Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there.
From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. The Bills trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to figure
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now this one complete on the slant route. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end.
Hey, check that. Three.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Colts are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see. And they'll call that one every time.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Yes. Taking it in from a yard out. Two now on first down. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert to first down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
2nd down and 7.
Here's a give up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This is Kelly. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch 18. 18's the mic.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They pick. Up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get. Here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Colts, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.